Hello and welcome to Gyan Gurukul classes. So today we will learn how the firm on the perfect competition maximizes its profit. Okay, what is the condition for profit maximization and the perfect competition, right? So in any particular market structure, we know that the profit is equal to total revenue minus total cost. That is, when we deduct the total cost incurred in production of the particular product. Okay, when we deduct this, that from the total revenue generated by selling the products in the market by the firm, then we get the profit of the firm, right? Okay, so it is obvious when the difference between total revenue and total cost would be larger. Okay, when it would be maximum, the difference between total revenue and total cost, that means the profit is maximum, right? So profit would be maximum when the difference between these two, that is total revenue and total cost, is maximum. Clear? Now let's draw it in a diagram here, right? So this is our y-axis and this is our x-axis, right? So okay, now here we are writing total revenue and total cost. Okay, right? And here the output. Okay, output I am denoting it as q, right? Now we know the total cost is like this, the shape of total cost is like this, right? Okay, initially it increases at the decreasing rate, then after some point, say here, it increases at the increasing rate. Clear? Now this is the total cost, right? This is the total cost curve. Now the total revenue curve in perfect competition, we know that price is constant. Okay, under perfect competition, price is what? Price is constant. Now, because price is constant, as we increase the output, okay, as we increase the output, average revenue will also be same, and hence the curve, that is the total revenue curve, it would be a straight line. Here the total revenue curve would be a straight line like this. Okay, this is total revenue. Clear? Okay, now when we have to find the difference between, that is the profit, if we have to find the maximum profit, that means the difference between total revenue and total cost, then if we see in this diagram here, over here, see, say at this particular area, the profit, that is the difference between total revenue and total cost, is maximum, right? This difference, that is total revenue and total cost, it is maximum here. Beyond here, okay, towards the left of this point, let's denote this point as point A. Towards the left of point A, if we come, we see that the difference is decreasing. Clear? The difference is decreasing. And towards the right, if we see towards the right of point A, then also we could see the difference is diminishing. Okay, the difference is falling. Now at this point, that is in A, the difference is maximum, that is the profit is maximum. Clear? Here the difference is maximum, and that means that the profit is maximum. Okay, now let's say this denotes output level Q1, right? This denotes output level Q1. Now in order to achieve this particular point of profit maximizing output, we have to fulfill two conditions, and that two conditions could be seen here in this diagram. See, at this point, if we try to draw the slope of the total cost, okay, then we could see that this slope over here, okay, this slope over here is parallel to this one. Okay, the slope of the total cost at point A is parallel to the total revenue curve, right? That is the it is parallel to the total revenue curve, or the slope of the total revenue curve, right? Okay, clear? Now that means that in the profit maximizing point, what we see, the first condition is that the slope of total cost is equal to the slope of total revenue. This is because when we draw a straight line, okay, when we draw a straight line here at point A, which is tangent to point A, this particular line is parallel to the total revenue curve, meaning that the slope of the total cost is exactly equal to the slope of total revenue, right? Now from our previous classes, we know that the slope of total cost is nothing but the marginal cost. Okay, the slope of total cost is nothing but the marginal cost, and similarly the slope of total revenue is nothing but the marginal revenue. Clear? Now that means the first condition we have to fulfill to achieve the profit maximizing point is this one here. Okay, this condition, that is the point where marginal cost is equal to the marginal revenue. That particular point would give us the profit maximizing output level. Now you may question me here that that particular point could be achieved in another level also. Let's say over here, if you see here, say at this point, okay, let's say at this point, if I draw the tangent here, this tangent, okay, this tangent is parallel to the total revenue curve. Okay, this tangent is parallel to the total revenue curve. That means that the slope of TC is equal to the slope of TR, or MC is equal to MR. This first condition is fulfilled at this point also. Let's note this point as point B, right? This condition is fulfilled. But here comes the second condition. What is the second condition? The second condition is that at that particular point, the marginal cost must be increasing, or it must be rising, or we may say the slope of the marginal cost must be, increasing, right? Now here if you see, at this particular point, if you see, the slope is actually diminishing. If you go here, let's say here the slope is more steeper, then when it comes to here at point B, it becomes less steeper. Then say take another point here, if you see here the slope is being more flatter, then again here also becoming more flatter, right? That means throughout this portion here, over here where we have achieved the point B, in this portion the slope of total cost is actually decreasing, right? The slope was decreasing. That means that the marginal cost was actually decreasing, right? But the second condition, our second condition says that the slope of the total cost must be increasing at the point of profit maximization. Okay, that means the marginal cost must be increasing at the point of profit maximization. Now if you see here, if you see at this point, you can see that here the slope is this, at this point say here, then the slope become more steeper, further the slope becomes more steeper, further it become more steeper, right? That means the slope of total cost is increasing. Okay, at this point, at point A, we have seen that the slope of TC is actually increasing, right? That means the marginal cost is increasing. Okay, now this second condition is fulfilled over here at point A. That's why point A would be our profit maximizing output level. Okay, so what is the second point? The second point is that the slope of TC must be, it should be increasing at the point where we achieve the profit maximizing point. Okay, or we can say that the marginal cost is increasing. Here, these are the two conditions that you have to fulfill in order to achieve the profit maximizing level of output here under perfect completion. So it looks like that. This is the y-axis, this is the x-axis. X-axis we are taking quantity, y-axis we are taking, let's say here, price. Okay, so we know price is constant in the perfect completion, right? So let's say this is the price. Clear? This is the price. So this should be a parallel line, and this price also it also denotes that it is AR, it is MR, because all are same. Price, MR, AR, all are constant under perfect completion. Clear? Now let's draw a marginal cost curve. Let's say this is the marginal cost curve. Okay, now see, take this point over here. Let's say denote this point as point A. Okay, at point A, the first condition, what was the first condition? That marginal cost must be equal to marginal revenue. This condition is fulfilled. Yes, this condition is fulfilled. But if we look at the second condition, that MC must be, it should be increasing or rising, that condition is not fulfilled here. Why? Because if you see the slope of the curve, it was diminishing, right? It was decreasing. Clear? Okay, so that is why the second condition is not fulfilled. That means that point A is not our profit maximizing output level. Okay, it is not our profit maximizing output level. Therefore there is another point in the diagram, or for the producer there is another point which should be his profit maximizing output level. Clear? Now let's see in the diagram what could be that point. So we could see that the first condition is fulfilled at this point here. Okay, at this point let's denote this point as capital A. Okay, it is capital A. Now here at capital A you could see the first condition, what? Marginal cost should be equal to marginal revenue, and that condition is fulfilled. Yes, that condition is fulfilled. Then what was the second condition? The second condition was that MC must be increasing, or the slope of the total cost must be increasing, or marginal cost must be increasing. Yes, we have also seen that condition fulfilled here, that marginal cost was rising at this point. Yes, it is increasing. That means this condition, the second condition, is also fulfilled. That means point A is our equilibrium point, or the profit maximizing point of the producer. That means the producer would produce at this point, say Q1. Okay, so this is the profit maximizing point of a producer under perfect competition.